Hey everyone, Jason Nunn, Fisherman's Warehouse, Tugwell, Mars Point. This Friday's fishing report. Weekend almost here. Tomorrow morning, southwest winds turning southeast. Tomorrow afternoon, a great tide, 8:30 high tide and a 2 p.m. low tide. This little weather window is exactly what we want to get out wide. Minimal swell, and that sou'easter tomorrow afternoon will be absolutely perfect coming back with. The current has started to back off, 0.7 of a knot, so it's really starting to ease in. Reports last weekend, there was some yellowfin down off the base station, which is east of Broken Bay, and we got some reports in through that there were a few marlin around. That current now dropping off, that good water starting to push down that zero line, getting closer and closer to east of Swansea. A lot of guys going to go this weekend. I think tomorrow and certainly Sunday, a great opportunity. On Sunday, we've even got a switch to the northeast where we've got some fairly mild weather, I might add, Sunday into Monday. So a great opportunity to get out there and chase some of these yellowfin. So look, either you're going to troll for them with lures or indeed some of the stick bait rods as well, casting at some of these yellowfin. Very, very effective. I think we'll see some results out of this week and in the next few weeks ahead. I'm really looking forward to, particularly over the next month. I think we're seeing some great fishing happening. If you're going to get on these inshore reefs on the farm in particular, a lot of snapper out there, but a lot of kings down on the Texas, live baiting and jigging, proving the best. Look, the barracuda have been a little bit problematic, but you just got to move around. A lot of these kings 70 or better, 70s, 80s, 85s, but you just got to move around and just move amongst it all. Some longfin perch down there as well. Back on our inshore reefs, we mentioned last week, plenty of flathead around. I had a confirm report, I had a reply back on our YouTube there last week. Again, that's exactly what's happening. Plenty of these blue spot flathead around this time of year. Snapper, of course, early morning. I think tomorrow morning on that 8:30 tide will be perfect, but again, it's going to spill back over into Sunday morning as well. A lot of trevally, a lot of tailor. Now, there's a lot of these salmon schools that we've talked about over the last month. There's quite a few of them now in patches along the coastline. Quite a few birds working this week, for example. I've seen a lot of salmon on the back of that tide as it was getting into dusk, moving down in through Salts Bay. Tomorrow, it'll reverse around because of that early 8:30 high tide. So a good opportunity to get over there, in particularly Salts Bay, and have a crack for those salmon. There are a few tailor mixed in with them and a few trevally. Now, certainly over the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to start to see quite a few flathead in the areas such as Salts Bay. So again, you just never know what you're going to get when you're over there, either lure casting or bait fishing. The beaches, salmon of course, few tailor and a few brim, and the rocks, look, drummer, ludrig and quite a number of trevally. And the other thing is too, there's still quite a few brim getting caught off the rocks. So some great opportunities as this weekend rolls out. In the estuary, look, I had an opportunity to fish last Sunday afternoon. It was a beautiful afternoon. Even though the morning, last Sunday morning, didn't start out so well, there was a lot of tailor out in the lake. They weren't big fish though. They'll fish, look, in and around about that, say 35 to maybe 40 centimetres, and they were just crashing bait all through the surface. There was a big patch of fish halfway between the back of the Sand Islands and basically Coal Point. It's about 8 or 10 boats working them. As I drift, just cruised up, had a bit of a troll, those fish just moved basically to the back of the dropover area, and they were just smashing up, but just not a lot of size. I call them next year's fish. They'll be the fish in and around that kilo mark next year, but plenty on offer, and that has been the case also this week. Quite a few flathead around and a few jewfish as well, which is excellent to see. Plenty of brim still on those shallows as well, but what we're going to see is a few more whitings start to appear as we move into September. Still a few crabs around, of course, as we're starting ahead towards spring, and of course there's still a few squid too. So look, just a matter of getting out there and having a bit of look. I just think this weather window this weekend is absolutely perfect to get out there and have a bit of a go. Now, talking about having a go, Father's Day of course, next Sunday, so it's coming closer every time that we talk on these Friday reports. For this week's special for Father's Day, any Shimano reel over the value of $100 purchased in store will receive their choice, I might add, one of these 3 Shimano rods. Now the beauty of that is there, we've got a 1 to 3 kilo rod, we've got a 2 to 4, and we've got a 4 to 7 kilo rod. These rods will be given to you free of charge by buying any Shimano reel over $100. Happy Father's Day is coming up. We've only got a week to go. Let's get out there. Free rod with a Shimano purchase. Let's get it out there, guys. I'll see you next Friday.